PlayStation Showcase / State of Play, PS5 Pro games delayed, and LEGO Horizon release date getting leaked by Sony themselves. All this in today's video. Please hit that like button, subscribe to never miss a PlayStation update, and share this video to help grow the community. Now let's talk about this State of Play or Showcase that is happening or could be happening. According to Jeff Grubb from Giant Bomb, we could be seeing a PlayStation State of Play by the end of September. He dropped this rumor during Game Mess Mornings right after discussing the PlayStation 5 Pro. Grubb mentioned in quotes, "There's probably going to be a PlayStation State of Play by the end of September," end quote. While he didn't go into detail about what might be revealed, he and his guests speculated that we could see a PS5 Pro announcement, possibly followed by a small games showcase highlighting what the new consoles can do. Now, Jeff Grubb has a solid track record when it comes to reporting on PlayStation events in advance, and his accuracy has been impressive. Given this, I'm very inclined to believe that his sources are reliable. While the idea of Sony not hosting a showcase may be disappointing, there's been speculation online that Sony might be moving away from using the showcase title and focusing exclusively on the State of Play branding. This scenario isn't entirely far-fetched, although historically State of Play events have been less impactful than showcases, and this could reflect an effort to manage expectations, particularly after the underwhelming response to the last showcase. And it's possible that the showcase branding led to inflated expectation amongst fans, at least according to Sony, and Sony may be trying to realign those expectations moving forward. Personally, I believe our higher expectations stemmed from the long gap between major PlayStation presentations, which naturally led us to anticipate bigger announcements. Like, surely if we're not seeing these titles now, we're probably hoping that we're going to see them at the next shows, likely showcasing what Sucker Punch and the other big studios are working on, which is why a lot of people were disappointed with the last showcase. That said, the title of the event, whether it's a showcase or a State of Play, ultimately matters less as long as Sony delivers a meaningful content. A great State of Play would still be well received if it brings exciting news regardless of what it's called. Considering the inevitable reveal of the PS5 Pro, this upcoming event seems like a logical opportunity to unveil a console, possibly alongside games designed to take full advantage of its enhanced capabilities. That said, Sony has a history of surprising us, so it remains to be seen how they will approach this reveal. But in conjunction with this topic, we're going to talk about the PS5 Pro games and how they could possibly be getting delayed. Although Sony hasn't officially announced the PS5 Pro or given us a release date yet, it was apparently a big topic of discussion among developers at Gamescom 2024. Even though Sony didn't have a PlayStation booth at the event, word has it that the rumored PS5 upgrade was talked about quite a lot. It sounds like an announcement for the PS5 Pro release date could be coming soon, and likely at this State of Play that's being rumored. Over the weekend, the Italian website multiplayer.it claimed they spoke to a developer at Gamescom who hinted they were slowing down their game's development in preparation for the PS5 Pro launch. It seems they want to take full advantage of the new hardware from day one rather than patch their game later. After this report, WCCF Tech backed up multiplayer.it's claim, saying that the different developer mentioned they had already received the PS5 Pro specs. According to the studio, Unreal Engine 5 is expected to run much better on the upgraded console, so they are holding off as well. While it's hard to say if big AAA studios are planning to delay their releases for the PS5 Pro, it looks like some smaller developers are keen to make sure their games are fully optimized for the new hardware at launch, saving them time and resources to not have to play catch-up when the PS5 Pro inevitably launches or gets that announcement in September. The PS5 Pro is obviously going to be a much more powerful console. We expect that it's going to push the limits of what we've been able to see on the PS5, especially when it comes to frame rates and resolutions with that PSSR. So I expect that games are going to want to take advantage of that, and I suspect that Sony's going to want to push an initiative to make as many games as possible take advantage of that and make it as easy as possible for these developers that want to jump on. And they've always been really good with communication with their developers that work on their platforms. They've always assisted, especially in the much bigger titles. So I expect that we're probably going to see some greatness from the PS5 Pro. Personally really excited, and will likely pick that up unless it's an astronomical price, which I don't expect that it will be. Lastly, I want to talk to you guys about LEGO Horizon. Looks like the release date for LEGO Horizon Adventures has been leaked. The game, which will be available on Nintendo Switch, PS5, and PC. The game is set to release on November 14th, 2024, and will be hitting PS5, Nintendo Switch, PC, all on the same day. Interestingly, though, there's no mention of an Xbox release, And I honestly don't see that even being in the cards unless Xbox paid an absurd amount of money to make this happen, just because the sales aren't going to be there. And we're even seeing games miss Xbox entirely, like we did with Wukong, who looks like they're not going to even be releasing that game there. So I doubt Horizon or Lego Horizon is going to be seen on Xbox in this lifetime. The release date briefly popped up on the game's product page on the PlayStation website, but it was quickly taken down. However, a Reddit user, Forever Young 1108, managed to grab a screenshot before it disappeared. Right now, the game is only available to wishlist, but since the screenshot also showed a download button, it's safe to assume that the release date could be coming any day now, likely at an upcoming State of Play that is rumored for September, which we have discussed extensively in this video. While this game isn't for me, I do see this being a fun title that people will jump into, especially if they like the Lego games from the past. And this is just more of that, more Lego game with a Horizon theme. And I imagine that people who love those Lego games are going to probably love the Horizon Lego game. So I think there's a lot to look forward to if you are a Lego fan. But that is all I have for you guys in today's video. Please let me know what you guys think of this State of Play / showcase situation. Do you think it's happening? Do you think Sony will ditch the showcase subtitle and just go full on with State of Play? Or do you think they just intend to do a showcase down the line? And how are you feeling about the PS5 Pro? Are you looking forward to it? Are you going to pick one up? And lastly, Lego Horizon. Is that a game that you are interested in? As always, if you enjoyed the video, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video to keep this community growing. I thank you all for watching. Take care.